one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly set to get this one going. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Every staff in the league that understands it, we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's got to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Ready. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
65, 60, Cowboy 80.
In motion now is White. Ready. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
In motion now is White. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one out wide to Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's got it about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Icatina, Orange, Richard Mille on me dancing just like Bia.
Got it. Ready?
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Achane trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Ready? Let's go.
One more time, it's Achane. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's third and goal.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a third attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
So they've been stopped twice at the one. Can they break through here on third and goal? They'll run with Achane, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy and not... Not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth down, this is looming. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This about as short as you can get. York's kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12.
All right.
Stroud begins with a pass. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. At 18. Let's hit.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up at the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Seattle. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Riley Moss, the corner, is there to end it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 7.
On the quick, right?
Stroud going to set up the throw. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
On the toss, they'll run. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to run for it. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call on 4th down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment.
All right. 18. 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Right side hauled in by McConkey. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
18. What's that?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 5.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Oh, right. 18. What's that?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Cedric Johnson on the
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Sly's pick is good. And the Seahawks will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Now return coming from the 7th. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Okay, break. Come on. 6. 60 boxes. 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
On the double. Ready.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. Now, faking the give. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air once more. And he's going to be taken down. Set back at the 17-yard line. Jair Alexander, a two-time Pro Bowler, hustling in to record the sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Officially a 29-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 6-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. These will be marked out up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Here's Stroud. To the right side here, passes Crump. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
He'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Second and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. He didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. In motion now is White. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll take a deep shot. First down. That's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Dolphins.
On the set.
In motion now is White. On first and 10. They'll set up to throw. On the move. Has the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way,
and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
And with all this talk about ball...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now they'll set up to throw. Taken in by Achane. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw. The throw here is complete. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field.
A 23-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dolphins going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Cade York to kick off.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Tony.
Throwing is Stroud. Going up top. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are taking the lead by a point here in the third.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Ready? Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Okay, ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
19 strike. 19.
In motion now is White. From the 50, he'll set him to throw. That one out wide to Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
A run out of the gun with Achane. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run. Threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Here's Achane. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Ready.
A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. That his first touchdown of the new year. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Cougar 19.
conversion.
We'll try to run it in with Achane. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2 unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
First down and 10. At their own 48-yard line.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Now, Milroe, this is a designed run, and he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready. On 18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
A gain of 17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
12. 18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He keeps it himself. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
2nd down and 3.
11. Here we go. Hey.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. for the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Stroud. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Dolphins 15. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job, because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Miami. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. He works free, right side. And he will get into the end zone. Kavon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
On now, Cade York for the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Cade York.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
To throw is Stroud. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive linemen to the blocks there. No gain on that screen.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. It was blocked. Now that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
118. What's up?
Stroud going to set up the throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Here we go. 118. What's up? Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
Big Lion.
On the ground, here is Eaton. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Okay, ready?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The throw taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Get it. Panther 60.
Now a give on the ground. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
In motion now is White. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
All right, Mike. file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Oh, ready.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They face second down and 7.
It's a pick up at 3. Brings up second and 7.
To throw, it's Stroud. Who outs another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Cowboy 80.
Milroe gonna look to run it himself. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big one here in the fourth quarter. An even 40 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here, he rips off a big one.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On a second down throw for Stroud. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there?
Oh, ready.
Now, Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
On the quick, right?
Stroud going to tuck this one on his own read. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on third down. Yes, it is the fourth quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
18.
Back to throw. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
There's that man again. Another catch. And the Seahawks are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, it allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and Now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
We need this. Let's do it.
Now, first and goal.
Okay.
He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Make no mistake about it, he may get to glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin.
Set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead. After that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10.
Check man. Past the 60. Ready.
They'll run. And a good tackle out wide. Will hold them to a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6. That's a 29-yard line.
Here's second down.
Come on.
In motion now is White. They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll try to set up the screen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And a great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there.
That's a first down. Complete to number 7. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 27-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
Ready. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now, faking the give. The throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
On the race.
Here's first down.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Second and 10.
18. Pioneer.
They'll look to throw yet again. On the move left to the left side and taken in by Dow. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
This one popped in the air and intercepted. And the Seahawks will have great field position right around midfield.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. Oh, the ball's out. And the Dolphins come up with the turnover.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front